Good morning to Tracy.
Oh,
Good morning to you. Good morning to Tracy. Good morning to you.
hey, my Tracy. I love you, baby.
Let
Very
me
much.
let me share this
Mwah.
out. Tracy, I hate that you are so sick. I'm I'm ready for I'm ready for normal. Uh I'm ready for us to be able to get all of us get back together. Hmm. I'm gonna share this out.
Tear it out.
Good morning, Willow. Good morning.
Hey,
Good.
Willow. Good to see you, darling. Good to see anybody in the morning. Oh,
You
when it feel
guys,
good, then other don't feel good.
I guess I should have put a disclaimer since I called it
Hey, Amber.
Thursday.
Christopher. Yes,
Is
Chris.
that Chris?
Yes.
Good morning, Leticia. Good morning, Amber. Happy birthday to Chris. Happy birthday to Chris.
Happy
Happy
birthday to Chris. Happy
birthday to
birthday
Chris.
to
Happy
Chris.
birthday to you. And I'm going to let you see the
To
banner.
you.
I'm going to take us out so Chris can see his banner.
There you
That
go.
was just for you, Chris.
There you go. Dwayne.
Woo, woo, woo.
Hey,
Okay.
Leticia.
It,
Cynthia.
Wayne. Ooh,
Cynthia Redneck Pizzazz. I like that name.
oh, Cynthia. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning. Yeah, Dwayne wasn't gonna leave me alone until I came on. So, oh, so is it Tracy today? Dwayne, it was me the other
Tracy
day.
is not naked.
Good
Oh,
morning,
Lord. Tracy going
Myra.
to try to jump on.
Good
Good
morning, Myra.
morning, Myra. Good
Oh my
morning.
goodness, Amber. Amber. I don't know what we're gonna do with you. She's got to go to the oral surgeon.
I'm telling you. We're going to have to, girl, you have all kind of new parts before long. Poor
All right,
Amber.
let
She's
me.
had a rough year.
I know, not years. She's had a rough 6 months.
Well, it's only been, it ain't, I'm talking about this year. The whole year's been rough.
Yeah, you
Willow,
can't
how are
get.
you doing, sweetie?
Good morning.
Diana,
Good
hey,
morning,
sweetheart.
Diana, Brianna, and Chrissy. Art. So glad to see you guys. Thank you, Diana, for sharing me out. Are you are
Chrissy.
are you to where you want to jump on? All you gotta do is let me know. Um, you guys, I have two videos that I'm gonna have to upload of out the outside that on the construction, Crawley construction. Oh yeah, Dwayne. We've all, I think, had a rough year. I mean, yeah, so far.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Willow. Thank you for joining.
Good morning.
And you guys, I have on my Sandy necklace.
Hey, Will, how you doing, sweetie?
I'll show you guys my Sandy
There.
necklace. It's one of her abstract pieces. But look, I call it my little man. As soon as she made it, I wanted it. So it's got a piece of coral in it. But I said it looks like his heart. That's my little Sandy man. Sandy,
Pretty.
my Sandy man.
It's pretty. It's beautiful.
Ooh, who can make the rainbow? My Sandy man
Is
can.
your injection out, baby?
Yeah, I got my injection Tuesday, went to bed
Mhm.
earlier and ended up waking up with GERD.
Oh,
I've been
Oh
hours
gosh.
sleep, so I'm kind of like, eh.
where is Christo says he's going out to dinner and get ice cream. Yay! Yay!
Cool.
Yay!
And welcome the Sure Shannon Show.
Awesome.
Hey there. Welcome. Cooking with Chef
Good
Shannon.
morning, Shannon.
If you guys want to watch some good
Yep.
cooking, go over to the Sure Shannon Show.
Myra's asking if it's LizzAnn's birthday.
It is LizzAnn's birthday today and Denise's daughter, Sarah. So we got Chris turned 21 today, you guys. Yay, that's a milestone, 21.
Well, happy birthday, Chris, Sarah, and
LizzAnn.
LizzAnn.
Yeah, it's LizzAnn's birthday.
Creasy.
Tell myself my daughter will probably be over here today.
Cricket is on Facebook. Good morning, Cricket. Thank you for joining. Girl,
morning,
Good morning.
Girl, why don't you ever jump over on YouTube? Do you not find me on YouTube? But you're fine because I love this double streaming.
Yes, we do.
I had not quite the full-on vertigo the past couple of days or so. Yesterday was better than the 2 days before. But even talking to Denise on the phone, it was like I tried to hold the phone and I think I'd have to close my eyes sometimes to talk. But yeah, it's been kind of rough, and I missed all of you guys.
Inner ear thing, girlfriend.
I really think it was a virus because it hit the other after all that. Then it hit my stomach, so I think I caught whatever Kevin had when he was done the same thing. Hey, Wanda, Louisiana style. Good morning.
Morning, Wanda.
Good morning.
I did sit in here yesterday. I forget. Oh, I was checking channel comments. Aw. And hey, beautiful.
Morning, sweetheart.
And let me turn my phone down now that I got.
Hey, sweetheart.
Good morning to everybody.
Girl.
Good morning to you. Good morning to everybody. Good morning to you. Happy birthday, Chriso. Happy birthday, Chriso. Happy birthday, Chriso. Happy birthday, Chriso.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm really having a rough couple days. I slept for a day and a half, I think. But
try calling an auction while you're flushing your kidneys after a spinal injection.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing until the wee hours of this morning.
Yeah.
Wanda, can I share your off your channel cauliflower pizza crust, spinach, mushrooms, pepperoni, and topped with cheese? Can I share that with everybody? Screenshot it. I want you to give me the okay before I do it. Okay. I'm going to screenshot this. I would so eat this. Look at that.
Oh, cool.
Oh
my goodness.
With no
awesome.
with no. I could eat that because the bread wouldn't make me sick later. So that is Wanda, Louisiana style. Thank you, Wanda.
I do have something to add to the prayer list today.
Yes.
Not for me, but for me, but in a way. Just found out that my sister-in-law, Ryan's sister, who was in our wedding, she has battled and beat breast cancer one time, and their mom did pass away from breast cancer. She just found out that she has breast cancer back and has to have at least one, if not both, of her breasts removed. And she has surgery scheduled for like the first week of August. Her name is, we'll just call it Ann. Her name is really Harmona, but she goes by Annie. The kids call her Aunt Annie.
First week of August. Okay.
Oh, Dwayne.
Oh, yeah.
I have somebody to add to the prayer list too.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
A YouTube friend of mine, we'll call her Kim.
Leave it to Dwayne.
She just got home from going to her sister's and helping her liquidate personal property from her brother-in-law passing. And just the other evening here, her uncle, her favorite uncle, had a widowmaker and died.
Oh my goodness.
So she's going to be helping her aunt through the process.
Hey,
now.
Monique.
And she's hit really, really hard by it. I'm sure the aunt is as well.
Oh.
I just found that out just a few hours ago, yet again in the wee hours of the morning on Facebook.
Chris, don't work too hard. And I think you should get your birthday off on. I think that you deserve your birthday, but I know you're glad to get out of the house and be able to work.
Enjoy your day, Chris.
And yes, rubber room for Amber. Amber, I'll get you the cheap bubble wrap. What I will do, Amber, for you is take the pieces and piece them together like the packages I've gotten, which is
Yeah, there you go.
Out of all of them.
We can make a pink bubble wrap soup out of
Hold on, I'll be right back.
my brain's not functioning, can you tell?
Yep.
Out of Ipsy bags though.
Oh, yeah.
Outside of the Ipsy bag. Yeah,
So
yeah.
You're gonna make a styling.
Oh, that should be all in pink.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Dwayne. Thank you.
I love you, Dwayne. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you.
Dwayne, all you guys out in the chat does not realize how much that when I don't come on, I miss everybody. I
do too. Yesterday, I was in some bad condition. I literally, I talked. Good morning, Monique. Good morning to you. Good morning, Monique. Good morning to you.
There's Cricket.
Yeah.
Good morning, Cricket.
Morning, Cricket.
I talked to Denise in the morning yesterday, and she said maybe you should lay back down because my head was killing me. And I laid back down, and I'm not joking. I did not wake up again until Ryan got home at like 3:15.
Wow.
And then I got up for a few minutes with him and then laid back down and went back to sleep. I really slept all day yesterday, which does make me feel better in some ways, but then it makes my aches and pains worse because I laid in the bed all day.
Yeah, dead weight.
Yeah.
Pressure point, dead weight on the joints and stuff.
Well, see, the way
I'm that way with 5 hours sleep or more.
Denise would call me in the morning. Well, first I get this message. Get up, pull on your pants, take you something for a headache, and come on. I won't say what mothership that was that said that. I just won't even mention mothership does me that way. But anyway. But then Denise she'll let me know what's going on with Traci.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll FaceTime a little bit with Denise because I have to look, you guys. I have to have my ladies in the morning somehow.
It's a good thing morning phone calls like that are effective for you.
Yeah.
I just sling the phone across the room, go back to sleep. I'm not happy waker in the morning.
I kind of get that vibe from you, Willow. Oh, Diana. Diana gets her boot tomorrow.
Do you think it
Oh,
might be like a heel spur, Diana, or is it like a plantar fasciitis issue, or what kind of pain is it? I mean, I know pain is pain, and what difference does it make? It's pain, but man.
thank you. Thank you, Myra.
Good morning, Myra. Good morning to you. Good
Oh,
morning, Myra. Good morning to you. Plantar fasciitis. That can be painful. I have that every now and then too. That's frustrating because it wakes you up in the middle of the night.
I just got
Myra.
a couple of plantar's warts that need to be removed off the bottom of my foot, but they put it off till fall.
Myra, would you share that on Porch Church, or I can share it on Porch Church on Facebook, because you guys know people want to hear. Denise's internet. People want to hear scripture and they want to hear the word. So I'm glad that God put it on Myra to do it when things have been going on here.
Good morning to Griffin. Good morning to you. Good morning to Griffin. Good morning to you.
Oh, Diana. See, I'm sorry. You don't come on this channel and we done gave you the CTD. That's computer transmitted diseases.
She's
were
such a
doing
healthy
good.
person, and now we're infecting her.
Oh my goodness. But you guys. I did do yesterday's, and I did do the topic as Thursday therapy. I tell you what, you guys, I sure enough have appreciated the prayers. I appreciate those that have sent messages, and the dizziness was bad enough, but you guys pray for my daughter. I'm gonna just say it. Kevin had to go out. Kevin had to go out at 1 a.m. in the morning to go. They drive about 20 minutes, 30. Well, at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, we had police at our door. And what do you think? The first thing you think when the police are, well, they didn't say who they were. They were banging on the door and didn't say who they were. So Cynthia's having surgery on the 17th. Cynthia, I'm putting that down.
Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning to you. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning to you.
So Casey wakes up with somebody beating on his door. So he jumps up and he sees a flashlight. He jumps up and comes in here and asks his dad, where's the, I can't say, but where's the, and he says, somebody's trying to break in my door. So of course, Kevin gets something out, and they did not say who they were until they heard that click, click. And then he opened the door and they are hollering, Lynette Police Department, don't. So I don't know why they didn't say
didn't
that.
run the other way is a good indicator. Alabama.
It was a female. So I don't know why she didn't just say, "Oh, good morning," Ian, on Facebook. I don't know why she didn't start out with that. But anyway, he gets up and has to go all the way to deal with that. And by 4 o'clock, he finally made it back home. So he took yesterday off. But he took her to Waffle House so he could talk with her. And of course, the police couldn't search her. And he said, well, you're not getting in my car unless I know what you've got on you. So in front of her daddy, she gives consent and they find things. Not enough to keep her or take her, but enough that those things were seen in front of her daddy. Not me, I was in bed. Then he took her to eat, and she's still blaming me for losing the kids. And I'm like, oh, well. Okay, Diana. So, she's still blaming me. He said, your mama loves you. She didn't do that. He said, she's got the whole world praying for you. The whole world, Tiffany. He said, look at here. So he pulled up on his phone and showed her that every time I go live, prayers for Tiffany is is right up there.
One of the hashtags, yeah.
I said, what did she say? He said she cried. And I said, well, and it will continue to be there. And for the other Tiffany's out there that are struggling and homeless, and he couldn't bring her here. And then we got everything straightened out. All she got to do is go into rehab, and other things that she's been found with will go away.
Yeah.
Will absolutely be erased. All they want, the judge, all of them, all they want is for her to get fixed. And that's all I want. But Kevin tried to find her to explain everything and to get her with her friend and to go into that facility for women. And she's my cousin was there, and she told Kevin that Tiffany bolted. So you guys, you know what? Pray extra. For those that's new that don't know, pray for my daughter, because you know what? The more people pray, the more it. And Greta, my daughter is 35 years old. It is not peer pressure. Nope. She didn't go down this road until about a year ago. About a year ago, this bad. So it's not peer pressure. I don't. Mm-mm. It's a plain old devil. Mm-mm.
I do have to say that, in my humble opinion, once in a while, not that you want to be woke up by the police in the middle of the night, but once in a while, a contact that lets you know she's still alive is a blessing.
Yes.
But I wish she would make the decision, but she has to be the one. It's not going to work for her to go into rehab unless she's ready to go to rehab.
That's right. And it makes Casey so angry because they were so close. Good morning, Beth. Good morning.
Good morning to Beth. Good morning to you. Good morning to Beth. Good morning to you.
They were so close. Casey was more like her age. They did everything together. He worshiped around his sister, walked on. That was his best friend. So he's angry right now, but yet he stood at the door, and me and him were just like couldn't breathe, waiting. I mean, we didn't know what we were going to hear, because I'm always afraid of that knock on the door at any time in the morning
or the phone call.
Right.
Yeah. So when that knock came, Casey stood there, and when they said she was in this area on somebody's random person's front porch, then he got mad. Then he got really, really angry. The anger comes back up.
Yeah.
But
we had some of that over 4th of July weekend. My older brother, he's 57, he is a drug addict. And he fell off the wagon some point since Mom passed in 2014. Got really bad in about 2017, to where he just got real cruel here one day, and I kicked his butt out the door. He was here helping me do a remodel, and I just booted him. I said, "You aren't treating me that way. Get your ass out my door."
Right.
And,
you owe me a quarter.
Well,
you have to keep yourself safe. That's the same thing with Darlene and the Crawleys. They can't.
Yeah.
They would love to just wrap their arms around Tiffany, but they have to stay safe. And
yeah,
because the two that love her, well, everybody loves her, but the two that was there for her through everything. I mean, that at a drop of a hat, I would come running. At a drop of the hat, Casey would come running. Casey helped raise my grandson. He moved in with Tiffany right out of high school. He moved in with his sister, so they were inseparable. So, but the one she's lashing out at the most is me and Casey. So when I was praying, I just felt like I couldn't feel nothing, but that could have very well been that my nighttime medicines are muscle relaxers. But I just think God buffered my heart.
Yeah.
It couldn't hurt. So I prayed and I went back to sleep. And I don't feel that tightness in my chest until I talk to somebody. And then it's like I'll feel the pins and needles and my chest get tight. But all I can do is pray, and bless her heart. The one I call my other daughter, she comes on Facebook quite a bit. April, I'll say April, my other daughter. She's got a place, as soon as Tiffany's ready, she'll get Tiffany and she'll take her home with her and keep her there for a day or so to make sure she's of her stable mind. And then when she tells the people, I'm ready to come, then, and that's what April does. April takes in these young women or girls. She takes them home with her. She's got a husband and a son. She takes them home with her. She cleans them up physically. She sleeps in the same room with them. So if they get sick, she's there to wipe their face and take care of them. That's what God called her to do.
God bless April.
She works full time. She's a nurse. But also that is what God called her to do. And so it's not that she's just there for my daughter. She has done that with several people. She's an angel. She's always had, even since a child, had the sweetest heart ever. And so to say that is what she does, and her name is April. So anytime you guys just say a prayer for April, you might not know who it is, but just pray for her because she's helping people. She has Denise.
Oh, Denise.
You better do something.
Get some protein in you, girlfriend.
But that is a special calling. And we all have a calling, but that right there is a special thing that you can
it is. That's a hard thing to do.
That you can take somebody that comes off the street and says, I need help. And you take them home with you. You feed them. You let them bathe. You give them clean clothes. And then you're there to wipe their face and do things that their family can't do. I would do it, but everybody don't go back to their families. I think it's shame.
Okay, Myra. Love you.
Andy was up all night too, you guys. So Myra, I love you. And I'm going to go over to your channel and make sure that you guys hear you can listen to some Bible this morning or whenever you get a chance. Just go to Myra's channel and that buying space. And Christy, it is hard. And that's why this morning, I sat here yesterday. I forget what I was looking for, but I sat here and I'm like, I'm going to do tomorrow's to let people know we'll be on. And I sat here and couldn't figure out what God wanted me to call it. But so I put Thursday therapy, and I didn't put a scripture, but that scrolling across the bottom is July 9th on my little flip thing. And it is right now in the midst of your problems and needs, start praising God. And it was
Amen.
It went straight with today's. So that's why I have that scrolling. It just, and then one of the pop-up daily verses was perfect yesterday for what I was going through. So God will point things out to you. You know, yeah, Chrissy.
Mhm.
It's hard. It's hard, but I'm glad that my two sisters are behind me sharing. They don't, at least they hadn't said, well, you shouldn't share so much personal stuff. I have to, because how many other people out there either have family that's going through what I'm going through,
Mhm.
or they used to be where I'm, you know, there used to be where my daughter's at.
Dwayne, I love you.
Good Lord, Dwayne.
Look,
Thing
you
is,
look, all I can say is after what I did to Dwayne, I can't even put him in the corner, because
Mhm.
Traci, I shared that same picture with him.
Oh.
It's not a picture I can share, you guys. Um, it's not bad. I mean, I'm just saying, it's just, oh goodness.
I can't believe people are telling you that you're sharing too much personal life
No,
on your.
they're not. I'm just saying, I want, you know, a lot of families don't want family stuff shared.
Right. They want to keep it close.
And
I was just thinking along the lines, you've got Instagram and TikTok, and you get all these things.
Mhm.
I mean, people are taking pictures of their dinner and putting it on Facebook or on their blog. You know, every little thing. You know,
So
and
I'm using it to try to. I share out on Instagram. I share out this channel.
Mhm.
yeah,
So I know out there's a hashtag with prayers for Tiffany. And actually there's another hashtag prayers for Tiffany. And I clicked on it, and it's another young lady. It's another young lady asking for prayers. And that's been going on for a couple years. And I'm like,
Wow.
you know, so it
well,
was
this saga for my brother,
good morning,
he was in
Hetty.
prison about 15 years ago for drugs. He
Good
was in a couple
morning
years.
to Hetty. Good morning to you. Good morning to Hetty. Good morning to you.
Dwayne, mac and cheese is mac and cheese. You can do all you want to it. It's mac and cheese. There's a picture on the craft box. You get the gist.
Well, look, I told Casey those biscuits I cooked for his birthday, salmon patties, and those biscuits. I said, you better show these biscuits. You better, I'm taking a picture. You best show those biscuits on Facebook. I'm just
I
Mhm.
thought mine would be good for because they usually in pocky puck that could break glass. So yeah, biscuits,
no,
pie crust, not happening.
no,
I can cook, I can bake, but biscuits and pie crust, no.
no, my biscuits were beautiful. Kevin said, where'd these come from? I said, I
The
cooked them.
kitchen, you moron.
He said, are they frozen? I said, no, they're homemade.
Mine
For
come out of
your
a
baby's birthday, you did all the work.
Yes, I did. I had to sit down to do it, but I did.
I got
And
to
I kept,
refill my coffee cup. I'll be right back.
Okay.
but you know, you guys, we all and art is a way of channeling things. It's a
Yeah.
way of channeling things.
Arts, crafts.
Yep.
For me, it's beadwork.
Yeah.
If I'm
See,
having a really, really, really bad day where I just can't think, I just can't process to work on one of my more intricate projects, I keep um, stuff that needs to be sorted, something simple like sequins or seed beads or something like that. I'll pull that out, and that's what I'll do is I'll sort beads because I can do that without thought. You
yeah.
know, it's not very hard to put colors and patterns together.
And
You know, back
with me laying in bed, and see what goes through my head is all the things in my head, the images that I need to get out of my head and onto, excuse me, onto that canvas that I've got right over there that's turned backwards. That's something Liz told me. Keep something turned backwards until you're ready. So it's sitting there. But when I'm in bed, Hey, Baylor Dump Queen.
Good morning to Baylor. Good morning to you. Good morning to Baylor. Good morning to you. Good morning, yes, nomads. Good morning to you. Good morning, yes, nomads. Good morning to you.
Good morning again. Good morning. Well, Baylor, I kind of like what you're finding. You guys will have to check out Baylor Dump Queen, and what I'm going to do, I am hitting that dumpster finds at the dumpster. Yeah, I mean, isn't it amazing what people throw out?
Mm-hmm.
I am going to move that to the right so it will be there, because I like to see what somebody's channel's about. I quit just hey, I got to where I look before I tell people check them out, because Baylor, I'm gonna tell you, I don't see how some things are still on YouTube. We have to pick and choose what we say. But there are some things that's still on YouTube that shock me as to how they can still allow that to be on.
I know.
So I
will click on something sometimes just to see it looks interesting, and I start to watch it, and like a minute later I have to click off. It's like way too much. Just too much. And I can't believe that they have that even on there.
And look, I am a weird person. Everybody that already knows me, they know I have strange likes and dislikes as far as artistic stuff. Look, my little
Not
boy
any stranger than anybody else's. Everybody's unique.
My little boy is still sitting here because I sent the table back to MawMaw's room. He's still sitting here. You guys, he's gonna end up being a zombie, and that always makes LizzAnn cringe. So I like weird stuff, but I also love the. I'm just, my mind is just everything. Yeah, Baylor, it's not. All right, Cynthia. You guys, Cynthia does her lives on Facebook, you guys. And you can actually.
Bye, Cynthia.
Cynthia, I don't know if you want to share your Facebook page, but honey, you sure can. You sure can. But my brother-in-law, he was getting the hookup on when they were going to have to throw stuff out at Dollar General. And whoever his hookup was, before it go in the trash, they would set it aside for him. And it might be a whole pallet. One time it was sugar. Nothing was wrong with none of it but one bag. But because that one bag was split open, they had to throw away all of it. It's stuff like that.
Oh my goodness.
And the potato chip guy, when my daughter and her boyfriend was working for Dollar General, the potato chip man came in and he had to change out all the potato chips. Girl, we had so many potato chips, I thought we would never, ever get through those potato chips. We had them everywhere. I couldn't even find where to put them, but there's nothing wrong with it. So much stuff is thrown away. And this was all way off subject.
Yeah, that's when we lived down in Georgia. Our neighbor, she filled vending machines. That's what she did for a living. And like if it was going to be a holiday weekend and something, their sell by date was going to happen over the weekend or the first day back, she would have to pull all that stuff out. She would bring us bags full of the little bags of chips. That was amazing. And there's nothing wrong with them. They're just because it's at the sell by date doesn't mean it's not good to eat.
Yeah. And well, it's sort of like how I go back around. It's sort of like how our society throws people away. We're throwing stuff away that. Wait a minute.
Hello, Mia.
Oh. Okay. I had to. Hello, Maya.
Good morning to Maya. Good morning to you. Good morning to Maya. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Maya. Good morning. I was looking. She got some cute cats on her Facebook. I mean, on her YouTube. Oh, and she's got one. I've watched it. One thing about her pets. So you guys check out Maya. Check out Maya. Maya, I got
sure
her.
will.
Our poor kids.
I love to go back and just make sure that I'm still connected with everybody.
Yes, nomads. There's a lot of places here in the U.S. that are still struggling just to keep like toilet paper and stuff on the shelves, some foods, especially staples.
Well,
Yeah, our grocery store that we
prices have
normally
shot
shop
up.
in still has some empty spots, but it's getting better.
Ours is much better, but I'm mostly buying from I order online now from Kroger and then go pick it up because oh my gosh, it's so much easier than having to walk in there and try to get somebody to push the dog food for me or the water, cases of water. It's much easier for me to just sit here and order what we need and then go pick it up. And it's same day pickup for most things. But
do they load it right in your car then?
Yes,
that's
we
awesome.
Don't even have to get out.
That's awesome.
We don't even have to get out. They do all of it. But you guys, Sonia told me that Australia, we're close to where she's at, which is Victoria.
Victoria, yeah.
Victoria. All right. Ian said, wait, let me tell you about Ian. Ian said, my auntie used to work at a well-known chocolate factory and bring a massive bag full of chocolate rejects. We don't even want to hear about that. Don't even.
Oh my goodness.
Why did you say the C word?
There is no such thing as chocolate rejects.
Well, if they're not picture perfect to go in their fancy boxes.
Well, whatever.
And they get pulled off the line.
Now you're gonna make me do that chocolate cake that I was supposed to do 2 days ago for mine and Keithan's anniversary. I did not do the anniversary chocolate cake.
Good morning, Goswina. Good morning to you. Good morning, Goswina. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Goswina. But yeah, Sonia said things are all the way back bad again. So they're just trying their best to get out of that house. I think they've been approved to move more into the country, a little bit further into the country. So she's happy about that, but it's hard again for them to get what they need. So you guys
they're pretty much reverting back to full lockdown.
Wow.
And everybody protests here because they feel like it's just here. Please, please no. It is a worldwide thing. So
absolutely.
Ooh.
Yes, Lindt chocolate we know well here in the States. The other brand.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one. But Lindt is well known in the U.S.
Yeah, I forget who sent MawMaw chocolates from, where was I said Belgium. Oh my gosh, you guys. I made her eat it first, but then because I wasn't used to people sending you stuff from the internet.
You made your mother-in-law a test subject for chocolate?
Well, they were
sent to her.
They were sent to her, and Keevan said, "Y'all didn't eat it, did you?" Yeah. You shouldn't have. Oh, and it was the dark chocolate. It was the dark chocolate with the orange in it, like the orange in the middle. Oh,
dark chocolate and orange. That's my weakness.
Ooh wee. You guys, there's a lot of people that get rid of printers and stuff like that. In fact, I had one printer copier but the ink was so high for it. It was quite costly. And then I went to a cheaper one that I get. The cheaper one, Casey sent me up on the HP ink that it just costs very little a month. And as long as you don't go over so many pages, then you just pay that, what, $5 a month or something? That's nothing. You know,
Yeah.
if I make a lot of copies of something or use a lot of color, they know what color I need, and they send it. So that's amazing, you know. Elizabeth, thank you for joining. Oh, thank you. That's my daughter that come up here with the baby. My adopted daughter come up here with her beautiful baby Friday, I think it was.
See, I've always filled my own ink cartridges for my printer. When I shop for a printer, I pull up YouTube and I pull up like Amazon and I start looking at models and looking at the ratings. If the ratings are good, I go to YouTube, see if there's a video on how to refill those cartridges on YouTube. And if we get a matchup there that got an easy refill system, high rating in sales and use, then those are the printers that I pick.
Well, they had some, but for some reason, mine would not. Mine was Epson. I love Epson printers, but mine would not allow anything but Epson. So I'm like, I can't afford that. Diana, I didn't think about that. That if it knows that maybe it will know what I'm printing. I hadn't thought about that. But right now,
finding mine is medical stuff and craft patterns. I'm
right
recycling
now,
like embroidery patterns and things.
I've got 3 T-shirts I want to do, and this time I know not to do them upside down. So I have three T-shirts I've got to print, and that's kind of what I want to do. That and bookmarks. I can design my own bookmarks. And Denise.
Oh, Denise, I love you.
Denise, you poor dear.
You guys, Denise. See, I try to leave Traci alone because I know if you got a headache, the phone is hard to look at. It really, and even this screen right here is bright. And yesterday it was almost too bright. So bright, it was hard for me to see my email.
Yeah.
All right, Nancy. All right, let me send my Nancy a message that I'm online. Okay. That's my love. She's moving back here.
My goodness. Yes, Nomad. That's awesome.
Let me see if that's a knock on the door or a construction.
Okay.
Oh
my goodness.
Construction going on.
She left us to our own devices, Willow.
Yeah.
What can we do? I feel like I've been like lost days instead of one day. Although the only thing I got up for yesterday was when Ryan got home, I got up, went out and had a smoke with him, and then he ordered a pizza. I got up, I ate one piece of pizza, which was not the right thing to do. Then I did sit on the shower chair and get myself clean because I smelled bad.
Stay here. All right, Keegan's in here, Traci.
Good morning to Keegan. Good morning to you. Good morning to Keegan. Good morning to you.
Morning, Keegan.
Good morning. I can't see y'all.
Oh, that was Keegan knocking. I mean, it all sounded the same to me.
Mm-hmm.
The construction and him knocking on the back door. Oh.
Carry your key, Keegan. Well.
All right, Chrissy is going to have to jump off because she moderates for Vermont.
Mm-hmm.
Baylor, yes, we have an Ollie's here. In fact, I need to go because we need coffee. We are.
I don't think we have Ollie's in the Midwest.
No, not here either.
We get our coffee from Ollie's. So we get like 100 and something cups. We like the coffee house kind, but we like the medium. I've been having dark roast.
Yeah, you use those little pods.
Yeah.
I don't drink coffee. My sister, she'll buy a pound of coffee and about once a year.
Oh my goodness.
She doesn't do a whole lot.
I
Well, a
drink an
cup of
entire
coffee
pot
to her
every
is
day.
a
At
cup
least one pot.
with
In the
about a
winter,
half an inch in
sometimes
the bottom
two.
of the cup. That's a cup of coffee to my sister. She's just not big on the coffee. If she drinks too much of it, she gets squirrely.
Mhm.
I'm squirrely anyway without it, but
Well, yeah,
it
so
was-
but it just gets her buzzing too much. Starts
Well, it
bouncing off the
causes-
walls like one of the chipmunks.
too much causes me to swell, and I know
Thanks
that.
for stepping in, Sure Shannon Show.
Take care,
All
Shannon.
right,
Stay safe.
Shannon. And anybody that don't know, go there, check out his food. I'm telling you, just don't go hungry. I'll just say check them out once you're sitting there eating something, and it might just not taste the same. But we can get 80 discs for like $25, or sometimes you can find it $100. And
Wow.
yeah, and that's like a lot cheaper, and I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
caffeine
for
as well.
sure.
Yes.
My sister drinks decaffeinated now, so.
Now my tea is, I'm not even drinking. This ain't real tea. They call it herbal teas, but it's not even any tea in it. But I find myself wanting, if I want want coffee or want something hot, I drink these. I found out I don't have to have any sweetener in them. I've gotten used to. Let me see what this one is.
So I use stevia to sweeten hot tea.
I've got to get some more of the morning tea, the citrus. Now this is full of vitamin B6 and 12, and that's what I'm drinking this morning.
Ooh, tension tamer.
And it has all right, cooling peppermint, spicy ginger, tangy lemon flavor. So it has peppermint, cinnamon, ginger, chamomile, lemongrass, licorice, catnip. Ooh, catnip.
You're drinking catnip?
Lemon flavor with other flavors, hops. Yeah. It's got see, I've been wanting some. I have been trying to find catnip for people. I've been wanting some catnip. It was good to give babies. Let me see.
As long as you don't stop and flop to the floor and start, rolling around on your coffee mug, then I think you're good.
Look, I did not know that dogs weren't supposed to be around catnip.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I sprinkled it one time on Glory, old lady dog, to see what the cat would do. And the cat didn't do anything. But I did.
Dog into a cat toy. Yeah, there you go.
Kit wasn't having it. So, but yeah, she likes catnip. But they used to could find it, and you used to could give it to babies to settle their stomach. And I told a friend of mine when I had my daycare, I said, look, I'm just telling you, for the tummy aches, I gave my kids catnip. I said, but that's not.
I don't know. I can just picture you dumping that on the top of the dog, rubbing it into its fur with your hand, and here, kitty, kitty.
I ain't saying nothing. I plead the fifth now. I can go back. I don't know how to edit. I can go and edit out that.
Oh, Lord.
Woman said,
Hey, you gave me one mighty visual there.
Ian's asking about the printer, a chip in the print pot. Now, are you talking about the printer, or are you talking about the? Yeah, there's, I guess, a computer chip in the printer that hooks up through the internet with cat milk.
No, it's not cat milk.
What
It's
is
an
magic bean water mix? Is he talking about coffee?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dwayne called it. He said, I get my magic bean water mix from Winco.
Dwayne.
Happy for you there, Dwayne.
So, yeah, I'm liking that I've switched to some of these herbal teas. There's one that says calming. There's one that says calming, and that's a good one at night. And sure enough, I couldn't sleep one night, and I come sit in here, and I
it's
made
probably got chamomile in it.
Yeah, and it really did help. So, I'm going more to the herbal stuff like that. I thought she gave them cat milk.
No, catnip. It's just a ground up leaf of herb. They put it in cat toys and stuff. It kind of make you, the cats, they'll rub on it and love on it. They kind of get
most
actually.
cats.
Huh?
Most cats go crazy for that stuff.
Yeah. Ian, yes, he's talking about the printer. Yes, it's a computer. It's got to be a little computer thing to let them know when it's low, because I don't have to do anything. Mine's on Bluetooth right now, not hooked up to the computer, so it's on Bluetooth.
Yeah, it'd still be wireless, and it would still be connected to HP because you authorized that connection when you opted in for their ink program.
Yeah.
Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Michelle.
But yeah, I wanted just some catnip tea for me, and I cannot find it for human consumption. I don't know why. Maybe I should grow my own. It shouldn't be hard to grow. I don't
Those
think.
were ominous words.
Huh?
Maybe I should grow my own.
Oh. Well, I'm just saying. I tell you what. You guys, I'm just so happy. Oh, I'm so happy Traci's on here and Willow's on here, and that I was able to sit up today and do this. I did get my half my dishes done, and all I got to do today is try to.
Have we seen Denise since she said her sugar was going low? Has anybody seen her comment?
Been in chat. Her internet doesn't want to let her back.
Yeah, but she said her sugar was going low, and then I haven't seen anything.
She said she'd be back later. She was going to eat. And there she is.
There she is. I'm okay. Thank you,
Look,
Denise.
Denise, I was about to call you.
I'm
just saying.
Thank you for letting me know. I was getting concerned.
She was just getting something in her to reverse it.
Ian's still asking about the replica. Ian, I don't know how they do it. They just send it. And I guess it does have a certain barcode that is for my printer and for. It has to be.
It's registered through HP when you opt in.
Yeah.
So they know the serial number of your printer. They monitor your ink usage. They can see basically, the little thing that pops up telling you how much of each ink you have. They know that data.
Diana said be careful because they make us see everything I print off. So I don't know.
I'm not real keen on all this. Let's hook up everything to everything, and
Look, I sat back and I said, okay, Casey, yes, I'll get that just like yours. And then I said, okay, set it up. He had to come in there the other night because Netflix acted like it was wanting me to pay for it, and I already paid for it. I'd already paid for the month, so he had to come in there. I said, well, something's wrong. And I need the email, all the stuff, and he come in there and he set it up. Oh, look
There's
who's here.
Mel.
Good morning to Mel and Joshy too. Good morning to Mel and Joshy too.
Good morning, or good night. Good night to Mel
and Joshy too.
Oh, Mel, that color on your profile picture right there looks about like the color that Casey got from me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Casey, I absolutely was not going to wash my hair until I dyed it. And anybody that dyes their hair got to understand it's supposed to be, you've got to have natural oils in your scalp and stuff like that. Hey, Pixie.
Good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you. Good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you. How are you, Des?
But I got Casey to pick it out for me, and he was at Kroger, and I said, well, FaceTime and show it to me. So we were doing that, and he picked it out, and then he helped me. So, I wasn't getting the spots, and I really didn't feel like it. I really, really didn't feel like doing it, but I needed a shower. I really needed a shower. No, catnip makes the cats that way, no man. But
yeah, for people, it's more calming.
Yeah. Kristen.
Has a similar effect as chamomile.
Yes, no man, it's Kristen, you guys.
Mama, I think I've slept too much now. I slept the entire day away yesterday, and I didn't get up till after 7 this morning. I heard right, but it was like I didn't even have the energy to get up when he got up. And I thought after sleeping all day yesterday, I thought, I'm never going to sleep tonight. I slept right through.
Yeah.
Kristen.
I love you, MawMaw.
Yeah, should need gentle hugs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have been, it's been this year. Woo!
Hasn't it been?
We had everything.
We had a good run. We had a good run from the time me and you met. We had a very good run of coming on every day, Monday through Friday. And then, bam.
Yeah, it has just been everything that between the craziness that's going on in the world, the protesting, all of that stuff, the people in my life dying. I mean, I always tell my mom and my aunt that I love them when I hang up, but now I say, I love you, stay alive, because everybody just keeps dropping dead around me. It's like craziness.
Dropping like flies, you know.
And we're having this horrendous for Michigan heat wave right now. You're probably feeling it too, right, Willow?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
We were into the 90s in March.
Yeah.
In March, we're usually a high of 50 is good news. And we were in the 90s, and we've been going ever since.
Yeah.
This week, we've been hitting triple-digit heat indices all this week, most of last week. We have just been roasting.
It's been so hot, and we have 2 portable air conditioning units in our house, which normally is more than enough to keep our house cool. And it is just not even keeping up.
Yeah, same with our central. I've got a big fan on a stand here in the living room, about 6-7 foot from me, that I blast that puppy during the heat of the day.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just literally can't breathe from the humidity and just, yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, just Sandy, she turns on a swamp cooler. For me, it's built in. I need a dehumidifier.
Yeah.
It has been so bad here. Keevan, he has to have help getting his shirt off because it's absolutely stuck to him.
Yeah.
His blue, when he comes in, his socks, his shirt, his uniform pants, they're all wet. They are absolutely all full of sweat, and that by about 10 o'clock in the morning, he's already that way.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, MawMaw. You just showing up and giving us a good morning. And
Yeah, that just makes, just you being here makes me feel better, MawMaw.
yep. And
that's how I've been. And I'm like, from my dad, I inherited that unfortunate male sweating patterns. You know, like my head gets wet, my shirt gets wet. It's just
I sweat like a
miserable.
man.
I change my clothes and shower, wash off, you know, or jump in the shower, and it's like, oh my goodness, I can't take this.
I don't even bother to shower until about midnight because it takes that long for the house to get cooled back down.
Yeah.
And if I get in the shower while it's still hot in the house, all I do is add humidity.
Yeah.
To the house.
And do you, like, sometimes if I jump in the shower and it's too hot, I will like get out of the shower and sweat for another hour. I need another shower.
Yeah.
Ethan drinks a lot of water, Dwayne, but I told him you've got to start back on your Gatorade because the water is not helping. He was coming home with full body cramps.
Or core water, CORE.
Kristen?
It has electrolytes and everything, but it doesn't have the sugars that the Gatorade has.
What, the G2?
No, core, CORE, water.
Oh.
That's what I use because I can't do the sugars.
Yeah.
So in the afternoon, I drink these at room temperature, but it starts warming up. I've got core waters in the fridge, and I pull one of those to help keep my core cool. But it's pH balanced, and it has the electrolytes, and it doesn't have the sugars, and it doesn't taste like Pedialyte. Pedialyte tastes like dirty socks, and core doesn't taste like that. It tastes like water, but it's got all the good stuff in it.
Kristen, I'd say send some rain, but in the South right now, rain just adds to the humidity. It just absolutely, it makes it so much more muggy outside.
Yeah.
It's just,
we had thunderstorms last night and into this morning. They just stopped here right before you came on. And yeah, today's going to be super swampy. Guaranteed.
We're supposed to get, we have a chance of storms today and tomorrow. And then we're supposed to get a slight break in the heat, and the high temperatures are only going to be in the 80s for the weekend, but then it's going to be back up in the 90s next week.
Yeah, we're in the mid to upper 90s all week. I think we might
have already passed
mid-90s today.
Yeah.
But then we're like 98 tomorrow. And tomorrow is a payday for us. So errands and getting supplies and going to the drugstore for prescriptions. You know, I've got all that called in and stuff and blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah.
Kristen, we're in Alabama, and we're like about halfway in the state. We're on the Georgia line, but we're halfway because I counted. Anytime they would start showing tornado warnings and stuff, and I'd be like, oh my gosh. I'd find the map and find what county we were in, and I'd start counting how far we was from, but we're like midway. So yeah, we get a lot of the humidity and stuff like that. Oh, Josh, you got a water.
That is so awesome, MawMaw. Oh my goodness. Cool. I'm so proud of him.
That is amazing.
And you got a morning tea with the principal. That is so awesome.
MawMaw, your kids are still going to school, aren't they? I think Sonia said she had to start back homeschooling. The kids were going, and now they having to homeschool again. So MawMaw, is he still in school?
That is awesome, MawMaw. Josh is such a sweet boy.
Oh, okay. He got a morning tea with the principal.
I know. How cool is that?
I bet he was over the moon on that.
Mm-hmm. She's in Western Australia, and they're good there, she said.
Okay. Well, Sonia, which is near, where did I say?
Victoria.
Victoria. She said they're having to go right back to the way it was. So
back into lockdown.
Yep.
We were supposed to be in phase out here now. and they held off and have kept us at phase 3 with some phase 2 restrictions reenacted. But you can still go out. But if you walk out your front door, you got a mask on.
See, they're not enforcing that unless you go to the doctor or the dentist.
If you go into a store without a mask, they will tell you mask or leave.
See, and ours ain't doing that. So all the people that work in the stores, they have gloves and they have masks.
Yeah.
And that's for really protecting them, because you think that all the people they're seeing.
Yeah.
I don't wear one. Somebody asked, they did a polling question, are you wearing masks or are you not? Yes and no. It's according to what the situation is.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably
I walk
take
out
it.
my door, I got a mask on.
I would probably
I'm too high
take it
risk.
with me. But somebody sent me this video, and it talked about last year about the TB. How many people that affected, I'll put it that way. They said when TB was going around and it told how many people passed from that, where was the whole thing about you need to wear a mask and be careful because of TB? Because that's highly contagious.
Yeah.
But
back in the day, it used to be only surgeons wore masks. The nurse didn't even wear a mask in hospitals back then. The surgeon would. And I think with some patients, they would put either a mask or cloth so that they could drip the ether.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Good morning to Ben. Good morning to you. Good morning to Ben. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning, Ben. Good morning. Well, I can't breathe. I already, I guess because of stress, I know it has to be, it affects my breathing. And I guess if I get too stressed, Casey has to say, Mom, breathe. I just tend to, I guess, hold my breath and not know I'm doing it. I used to hyperventilate as a child when I would be stressed. I know that now as an adult, that's what was happening back then.
Well, try having advanced COPD and diabetes, which puts me doubly high at risk.
Like
I feel like I can't breathe on a normal day. I feel like I'm suffocating. You put the mask on and it's like somebody putting pressure down on the pillow on your face. Yep. But I wear it anyways because it's my only defense other than just absolutely staying home, which I can't do now. Sis is back at work. She's not on administrative leave now. And she is dragging from work because of the type of work that she does. So I have to run some of the errands and stuff.
Yeah.
So I am masking up. If people around me don't want to mask up, that's on them. But I'm masking up because that's my only.
I wear a mask most of the time, and it does make me feel yucky. But I do, like for church, I have to wear one to go to church, or they won't let you in. And I'm going to church, darn it! So put my mask on to go to church, and I don't go very many places, so it's not like I'm wearing. Ryan has to wear one all day at work, and I feel bad for him because I know that it's rough to wear it for 8.5 hours all day, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, no, Matt, and that's understandable, and I wish that that was the case for me. But with my health as it is, because the COPD and the diabetes are two of a very long list of medical conditions that I have. And my immune system is shot. My glandular system is shot. I have to put the mask on. It doesn't matter how miserable I am wearing it. I have to go there, you know, because that's my only defense. That and, you know, hand sanitizer, gloving when I shop, take gloves off, sanitize, you know.
I keep Ryan going on that too, because they just had this week they had another positive case in the warehouse that he works at. So not in his department still, knock on wood, but they still had another positive case.
See, then there's
just came home from work last night, and not the employees that she works around, but family of the employees that she works around have started feeling sick and are getting tested for COVID. Well, where she works, they're not taking temperatures before you go on duty. It was this last week, and she's been back to work now for 2.5, almost 3 weeks. They finally got masks for them. Her safety was the fact that I had sewn up a bunch of masks specifically for her to be able to wear to work. Because the masks that they provided are kind of a joke. They've got the university emblem on them, and they're just this cheap little polyester thing. I make good masks, you know, but so there's a risk that she might have been exposed. And I told her, I said, go get tested.
There's people out there saying that it's not real. There's nobody that it's just numbers being told, but yet your husband, Traci Wright, knows somebody personal, within his building. So when you know people, it's like, well, I know that this has happened because somebody like a nurse told us, or somebody that their family members, that it happened to their family members. So it's not like I'm taking the advice from the news source. It's more.
But I was one of those people that were hopeful that this would follow like the flu season, and when it warmed up, it would go down or go away. But that is not happening.
No.
And think about it. It's cold in the part of the UK that Kristen is. It's cold in Australia. So it's not a heat thing, and it's not a cold thing. It is just a thing. And we don't know. What about some of these third world nations that we're not hearing about?
Right.
So
well, I did the people, I went and got my spinal injection at the hospital Tuesday. The medical staff there confirmed to me that COVID-19 has mutated at least once. It has been confirmed while it's been spreading around. So there's a second strain of COVID-19 floating around now, and it's more resistant to the medications that they have been using that have been limited. My thing is you hear my voice. I sound like a bullfrog today because of the GERD episode last night. I was a first soprano. I could break glass with my voice. Listen to me now. My autoimmune system is done. But if I get COVID, I'll be in the hospital. I'll be on the ventilator. Write me off because I won't be back. My lungs are that bad.
Yeah.
And it attacked the lungs.
And the thing of it is,
Daniel, the country music artist, he died of hemorrhagic stroke. Guess what one of the advanced symptoms of COVID is? Hemorrhagic stroke. They didn't say he died of it, but he had one of the big symptoms of it.
And see, like even saying the name of the virus, they could very well just boom, would be off the air.
No, it has been confirmed that is not the case.
Okay.
It is used in such a way with other keywords that is doom and gloom. It's a compilation of words with that in it, not just the word itself.
Okay.
I'm gonna go switch up my drink to some soda. I'll be right back.
Okay, hon.
Hetty said prayers for you, Willow. And see, that's why,
thank you, Hetty.
Today, we're all over the place, but today we just need to talk about kind of what's going on, and for those of you that come in later, you guys pray for my daughter that we will find out now again where she's at, and try to pray that she will take help. Pray that she will accept the help that people want to get her off the street. We don't live in a big city, but when you have a loved one that's homeless by choice and they're going from flop house to flop house.
Yeah.
No mail. Well, yeah. Somebody showed up at our door 1 a.m. in the morning. It was the police and told my husband where she was, and she needed somebody to come get her because she was on somebody's front porch, and he went and got her. And yes, Kristen, yes, I did a video about her in one of my playlists, but Kevin went and got her, and he took her to Waffle House to feed her, and took her to this house, and she said she'd meet him the next day in the Kroger parking lot. Well, when he went over there, she bolted. My cousin was there because my cousin's bad into it. And she told my husband, well, try this other house. So he tried the other house. He had to go knocking on doors of these trap houses. That one he went to, he said this big old burly guy was standing there with his arms folded. Well, you guys see, my husband ain't no little Wilton Lily. And he stared the guy down. And my husband said he stared that guy down and did like this. But anyway, it's better Kevin do it. I'm telling you guys, it's better Kevin go to these places than me.
Yeah.
Because I lose.
Well, he's a big burly dude and you ain't.
It ain't that. It's the Kevin can contain. It's the Kevin can contain things. He can hold things in and just no. I can't. It hits me all of a sudden, and I think I'm 10 foot tall, and I will go up chest to chest to somebody, and so I can't. My health can't. Or if my daughter had been there and come out and said things again, I can't deal. So it's better.
You couldn't stay neutral.
No.
You're too emotionally tied to it.
Yes, Ben. Ben said Mama Bears just snap on three. Why aren't they, like Casey said, why aren't they doing something about all these houses? They know what's going on. I said they wait. They wait until there's until somebody tells them there's going to be plenty of money at that house that time with all the confiscated stuff.
They do a sting.
Yes. They wait, and then they do a sting. They bust in. They don't even have to bust in. They don't have to bust in the doors, you guys. I went through my old neighborhood I lived in when I was a child. And let me see how I can do this. Traci, you ain't got to open these. I'm gonna send some pictures to you, but they're I'm going to show them. These are from when I first moved out here from California. This is the way these houses look. All right. I'm going to share these pictures to just show you guys. This is the way these people are going to do what they're doing. These aren't regular houses. Let me pull you up.
Dwayne.
What Dwayne says?
Dwayne says you got to be careful that your mouth doesn't write checks that your butt can't cash.
Look, Dwayne, I know God has given me protection because I have done some. Oh, well, mostly I've done it when they said stuff about Casey. I used to sure enough. Oh, you guys just don't. All right.
Oh my gosh, those look like they could be normal livable houses.
All right, not this one. All right, this one. The glass is broke out of it. This one, there's no fixing. All right, look at this one. This one is absolutely should have already been destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
This is one we moved in when we come out here from California. There's no window. There's no door. There's broken windows here, but guess what? There's an air condition on the other side. There's an air condition, so that tells you that somebody is living in that house. Look at that. Nobody's living there with those broken out windows.
Yeah.
Those are the places, you guys, that these people are meeting up. They're meeting up at
Well,
these
there's a
places.
lot of vacant houses from the financial crash of 2008 that are still sitting there.
Yeah, but there's people living in some of these, and that's
Yeah, I
what
know
they do.
they're squatting.
But how in the world are you living like that? And when you ride by, I shouldn't have been riding by because I know if Kiva knew I rode through that neighborhood on my way to the MRI, I would have got in trouble. But I really wanted to send the pictures to my sister.
All he's got to do is watch the video now, dear. You just admitted it.
Yeah, he won't. He won't. But so
You never know.
you never know where the people are meeting. That's why it's hard to hunt somebody down. And you know what? These people aren't getting sick. These people aren't catching this.
That you know of.
No, I mean, I don't think they are. I really, and somebody
They did have an outbreak in the homeless population in the city in Grand Rapids, in the big city that's just south of me. They did have a big outbreak to where they tried to separate infected homeless and not infected homeless, and it was crazy.
you know, but somebody said we're not hearing that. So everybody's saying different things.
Yeah, it's all over the board.
But yes, did I get worried after I had my MRI and all of a sudden I'm dizzy? I can't breathe, and I felt feverish. I felt for 2 days I felt like I was freezing when it was not freezing. So you know, my mom said, "I hope you didn't catch." I said, "I know but I did have a mask on." But you just sometimes I think you get worried or scared, and then some things get worse if you're worried.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben, and you're right, but what's worse is I know her thought patterns. I know what she's thinking. Since she sent the kids to their dads in different states. She don't want to be here. She's taken the hard way to not be here, but she doesn't want to be here, and that's why I wanted to get her help before we hear something bad. She just doesn't feel like she's worthy anymore to even be here.
Yeah.
But if she
my
gets
brother, he's a truck driver, and over 4th of July weekend, I guess it was the Saturday before, he was seen by a coworker loading a syringe. Was reported to his boss. So his boss said, "Come Monday morning, I need you to do a UI test." He opted out, so he lost his job. Well, he promptly started jonesing for a fix and showed up, here wanting money. And, that ain't gonna happen. It's your fault you lost your job, Well, I've got to stay clean because I got to pass that. I'm like, well, if you would have stayed clean to begin with, you wouldn't have lost it.
It's different, you guys, for girls, for women. The whole thing is worse, and that's why she is going to need some psychiatry
help. Yeah.
Yes, very much. People that they will judge what women do in those areas to get what they need.
That's awesome.
They do for men, because men will steal. They will steal from people. They do different things, but we know it's hard to say, I know what my daughter's out there doing in order to get what she's using. That's hard when you're a mom, it's hard for you to imagine. It's hard to imagine. It's something that burns in your head and you don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
Ben, that's awesome that you've 31 years off. That's amazing.
Ben, my husband is 30, about 33, 32, 33 years. We've been together 34, married 33. He has been 33 years clean. That's how come he can talk with my daughter when I can't. I don't know everything. I don't know. But he chose me and my daughter to make sure that he kept us. He chose us. And that's how he got clean. So I think there's that part of me that knows how it was with him. And I guess I feel like, why can't she? You know, why can't she do that? It was not hard for Kevin. It was kind of hard, you know, when he was staying clean. Yes, it was hard. He went through struggles, but I don't understand. I don't, and Kevin does. And you chose life. And see, Ben, Kevin tells people he would not be here today if he had not met me. He met me and he loved me and that little baby girl. He loved my little girl. And he adopted her.
Morning, darling B.
Good morning, darling B.
Good morning, darling B. Good morning to you. Good morning, darling B. Good morning to you.
So Kevin chose a family. God, you know, God worked and I prayed a lot and God let me see the man he was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Ben. Look, my own mother-in-law, MawMaw, we live with her. She's in that room next to us. And before I met her, three months before I met my husband. So me and her celebrate our anniversary in April.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, around April. And then but anyway,
That's cute.
I heard everything. I done met both her other sons because me and Mama all got to be fast friends. She was my friend first. I heard all the stuff. She was worried to death about him and the stuff that he's getting in trouble with. And he was engaged. He didn't need to marry that girl and all this kind of stuff. But when I met him, she didn't tell me, don't look into his eyes. Don't look into his eyes. But God brought me to the family first. He brought me to Francis and my father-in-law, Woodson. Before he's my father-in-law, he offered me and my baby girl a place to live.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I always knew they loved me for me and not because I was married to their son. And then I met Kevin, and so, you know, but he did. I say it took a little while. It took maybe a year of us being together and him getting away from the people. Hey, he had people calling him. They would come to the house and deliver. But it had to be what was in his heart.
Mm-hmm.
See, Ben, you're like my husband. My husband has said the same thing. And so I tell everybody, if my husband can do it, you could. Well, when it become my child, I don't know. You know, I never ever. Nobody thinks when you have a child that goes through all the way through high school, never have a problem. I didn't have problems out of Casey either. And then they go into their 20s, and they're still not giving you independent, not giving you any. And you think this is smooth sailing. I'll never have to worry about this. Not my child, not my kid. But guess what? Now when I see people walking up the road with the backpack on, I say, Lord, please touch them and touch their families. I keep having somebody call my phone number. First, it was a woman calling, asking for this guy. And I'm like, well, look, I don't know who you are, but I've done told you. This is my phone now. Who are you? Well, he's my son and I'm looking for him. I said, well, I'm sorry, this is mine now. Well, I had a FaceTime, and I thought it was one of the wonderful people that FaceTimed me, and I opened it right on up, and there's a stranger looking back at me. Hey, Jennifer. My friend Jennifer is on
Good
Facebook.
morning to Jennifer. Good morning to you. Good morning to Jennifer. Good morning to you.
So I opened it up, and there's this guy, and yes, he looks rough. I mean, he looks like the crowd that my
Mhm.
daughter's around. And I said, "Oh, hey." And he said, "Oh, who are you?" I said, "Well, I'm the one this phone number belongs to." He said, "Oh, well, I'm looking for my brother. That was his number." I said, "Well, it's not his number." I said, "But your mom's called a couple of times." And he said, "Well, we're trying to find my brother." And I said, "Well, undoubtedly, he doesn't have this phone number anymore." And I said, "So prayers for your brother." You know, I
Mhm.
and so you guys, there's another mom out there. There's a brother out there. They don't know where their brother and their son, son is.
Mhm.
There's a mom out there going through the same thing I am, you know. And somehow I have his phone, and different people hit me up on this phone number. And you know what I think I'm gonna start doing is whenever they do, I'll say, "This is not him, but I'll be praying for you too." That's what I need to start
Mhm.
messaging back to him.
Yeah, but I'll say a prayer.
Jennifer, just say some prayers, honey. I need prayers. I need prayers for my child. You know, um, me and Jennifer went through a lot of different things when we worked together, and I know good and well she's a good praying person. Um, you know, I look over at or when we set up this computer, and I got my Apple phone. I bought one, and we got back
Mhm.
service. Well, all the stuff that was stored in the cloud, all those pictures come flooding back. Um, they come flooding back. So I go online to see what the pictures are. You guys, it was hard. It was like all the good times, all the pictures, the good times, the um, Joey being born, Joey in the pool with me, and in the smiles and the laughter of Tiffany and the Casey, the girls in the pool from work. All of this stuff come flooding back. And all I could do was sit there, picture after picture, and just sit there and cry. Um,
Mhm. That's all you
uh,
can do when you don't want to lose those memories.
being one of the hardest things, because I could not enable her. If I had have enabled her one more time, I think I could have kept the grandkids together, but I couldn't enable. And God did what He took it over. The hardest thing about any of this being, I don't get to see either one of my grandchildren. My grandson will be 16 this year. He messages me sometimes,
Mhm.
and I don't know the phone number now to my granddaughter in Florida. I asked Kevin to get back in touch with her pawpaw again so we can, you know, call
Mhm.
her or talk to her over the phone. So that is what, and Tracy knows, and Liz knows, and Denise knows. That's one of the hardest things in the world
Yeah.
is
That
my
was a
grandchild.
hard thing for me too this past weekend when I got to see my boo boo, and I don't know when I'll see him again because his mom and unfortunately my son make no effort to bring him to see me, and I can't really go to them all the time. And I miss my boo boo, and he was so sweet to me, and he just was loving on his nana all weekend, and mm,
And the last time I saw my Abriana, she clung to me. Usually she's all about the pawpaw, but for some reason she must have felt the sadness.
Yeah.
And she was missing her mama. Maybe they feel like it's easier for her if she doesn't talk to us, because first thing she asks is her mama, about her mama. But she just clung to me and just looked so sad. She said, she said, Nanny, I miss my mommy. Where's my mommy?
Aww.
So it's, it's hard, and I love my grandson. He knows that without doubt. But there was something about that wild little granddaughter that didn't want to keep her clothes on and run around and just take her hair and just mess it up, looking like the little girl off Brave, cartoon Brave, and run through the house with just panties in her hair wild, and and being just like me when I was a kid. There was so much I seen of me in her that breaks my heart. And then, like, Traci has seen pictures of my daughter. Traci sees what I see sometimes. That there's times I see my daughter looking back at me when I'm online, and that's hard. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's according to what day it is and how I feel. But days that I feel real bad and my hair's pulled back and I see my daughter looking back at me. So, and that's what, I've got to put it out there. She knows I'm praying for her, but Kevin let her know, hey, there's a whole lot of people praying for you.
Yeah, there
are. Ben, yes. They say when they're young, they're on your toes. When they're older, they're on your heart. Let's see him.
Dwayne, put up Dwayne to have a mediocre day, trying to keep the expectations low. I love you, Dwayne. Have a mediocre day.
Dwayne, I'll be sending a picture to you later. Oh, you guys, Dwayne's one of my Christian women. Oh, you guys, if it wasn't for all of you out here, I wouldn't have met Traci. I wouldn't have met Will. I wouldn't have met none of you guys. And you guys keep me going. And the people that, thank you, Hetty, the people that message me through Facebook, through FaceTime, when I'm not here, you guys just, and that's what we tried to do for all of you guys, I try to send messages out to people. I think MawMaw's coming through. You're coming through, MawMaw? Okay. No, she ain't. But
love you anyways, MawMaw.
You guys, thank you for the prayers. I know Traci's tired, and I know it's. Oh my gosh!
There's a visitor on Willows.
I just freaked out because you guys, the way I was kind of looking down, and I looked up, and I thought that was Bailey. Bailey's going on. I heard click, 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 and I looked up, and I just see this black thing. Woo!
This is Miss Callie. She's one of my elderly kitties.
I thought it was coming across me.
Yeah, she's about 18.
Wow.
Kristen.
She's a good girl. She's my mother hen. If I haven't taken my pills yet, if I need to lay down, if I've been on my feet too long, she lets me know it.
Yes. And I say I would have, good morning, Gail, on Facebook. Good morning. I would have children after babies, children. That's not hard. That was
if
never
you hear
hard.
snorting, it's her. She's a snort purr.
The teenage years was awesome for me, you guys. Awesome. I got to have fun with my daughter. I got to have fun with her friends. I got to throw the parties at my house every Halloween. All of her friends loved coming to the house, and Casey's friends come to the pool. And then when they started working where we all worked together, well, at a certain time of the year, all of them would have that May birthday. and they would have a big pool party. We did cookouts. So even into the adult life, I still got to have fun with my kids. Still got to. And up until a year ago, little bit over a year ago now. So, Ben, we'll just pray that it won't take much longer for things to turn around. And with all of you guys pray, prayers for Tiffany, hashtag prayers for Tiffany. If you guys could share it out, I would appreciate it.
Honey, if you can bear it out, so can we.
If Gail, if you and Jennifer, can put just on your page, hashtag prayers for Tiffany. You don't even got to say who it is if you don't want to. I don't care. I'm not hiding. I'm not going, nobody would hide it if my daughter had cancer or something, prayers for, Darlene's daughter that has cancer. This that she's doing now could take her quicker than cancer. So you guys.
But it's still a disease, even though she made that first move that put her in this situation. It's still a disease, and it still takes a lot to break it. It's not just she's got a lot of work to do once she finally makes that decision that she's ready to start to get clean. She's going to have so much work to do that it's going to be, a crapshoot, so to speak, to see if she can get there.
And medications don't hit everybody the same. But there was something in her chemical makeup was the same as in my nephew's chemical makeup, my sister's son, her youngest son, that once that medication that they needed at the time hit that, whatever it was, that was it. That was it.
Some people are just more prone. You'll hear about it like in doctor's offices, hospitals. You go in for surgery, you come out of surgery, they've got you on morphine. You can be on it for a day. Some people are addicted. I was on it for 8 days when I was in the hospital. I told them to take me off of it.
They kept her for her weight loss surgery. She's in there a week.
Yeah.
They kept her on it. 2 months, about a couple of months later, they did gallbladder surgery that went horribly wrong. They kept her on 2 different kinds for a whole week. They did not wean her off of it because they really didn't. I don't think they wanted her to make it. I really don't.
Some people can handle that and be okay, and others can't.
Yeah. They didn't wean me. I told them, I said, stop the drip. If I need something, I will ask for like a Tylenol 3, which is what I usually use in extreme pain situations, last resort kind of thing at home. And they said, that ain't going to be strong enough. And I said, you don't know my body, do you? Well, no. And I said, well, I'm telling you what my body's going to do. My brain is getting fried by the morphine. Stop it. If I ask, bring me a Tylenol 3.
Well,
they did. And they brought 2. At home, I take a half a tablet. They wanted me to take 2. Yeah, I'd be gone. I said, because of the surgery pain, I will take 1, but don't bug me tonight because I'm going to be rearranging your wallpaper, snoring like a sailor. And sure enough, that's exactly what I did. They didn't bug me because they knew I needed to sleep so bad.
I have one of the medications now listed I'm allergic to because it made my head itch. I didn't think about it. And then my mouth broke out in blisters. And I thought it was from when they put from my shoulder surgery. They put that tube down your throat.
Yeah, they vent you, yeah.
Dry. So I thought that's what it was. So then when I took it another time at home and I itched and I woke up with I said, I can't take that. So I took my regular medicines and Tylenol in between. And did it hurt?
I had dental surgery. My hernia repair, a little over a year later after my gallbladder attack, they had to go back in because my gut shredded, my gut wall. And I took over the counter Tylenol. And I was going to yard sales the next morning. I was careful. But yeah, I didn't drive. A friend was driving, and yeah, we went to a few yard sales. I was just blindfolded, bending and training, but
they told me 6 months to a year that some people don't get over the shoulder surgery I had because he had to completely redo the whole thing. But mine was it was healed. I mean, it absolutely, when I went to church and all I asked God for was, Lord, just let me praise you. Just let me raise my hand in praise. And I tell you what, when I went back to doctor, he said, it's amazing. He said, lift your arm for me. And I did. He said, give me a high five. He said, yes, it is. He said, I've never seen anybody. And I said, well, that's because I went to church last night. And I didn't ask nothing. I didn't ask God heal this shoulder quick. No. I said, I asked God, just let me raise my arms in praise. And I said, I raised my arms in praise. And I need to go get back now that they're kind of opening our churches back.
Praise the Lord.
And
welcome
and he
back,
believed
Denise.
that. So does it hurt? Still hurt sometimes? Yeah. It still hurts, but so does my other shoulder. My other shoulder gives me more problems now.
Yeah, both of my shoulders are shredded. I live with pain with that all the time. I've got a luxated patella in my right knee. I wear a brace when I go out. I've got a full TSLO spine support brace that I wear now when I go out. I have ankle elastics, ACE wraps that I put on my ankles to support them when I go out. I got a whole lot I got to support to keep Humpty together so I can go to the grocery store. But that's what I do.
This is what my friend Gail wrote on Facebook. We all work together. And I even worked with Miss Bonnie. And yes, she fought for her daughter. And you guys, her daughter, Precious, and she come through. Her daughter came through a lot. She was, we worked with her. So at work, we saw her getting worse and
Put your
worse.
brace on.
So
Put your brace on.
So it's like we all went down that and seen different people we worked with that was falling apart because of that. And you just never think it's going to be you.
Man.
So you guys, when you see somebody out there walking with their book bag, it's not always that they've got. A lot of times that's all they've got because they just don't care. And what my daughter said is that's where she lays her head at night and she keeps her shoes on. So that way if she has to, she can run real fast. And you would think somebody would want help. But you guys, I don't need to overdo today because this is the first day I've been on since Friday. And
Very true.
I've been up out of bed.
Yeah. Just like Just Sandy, ease your way back in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't overdo because it sets you back.
Exactly.
So I love, and same with Traci. Traci's.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm starting to feel it.
But Gail, you and Jennifer, you guys, I love you guys. So much love.
Hello, Gail. Hello, Jennifer.
That these ladies, that God led me to meet these ladies. And I've met all you guys. So
God brought me here for sure.
So as LizzAnn says, God bless you, God bless your family, and God bless the world. We love you guys. Much love and kisses until tomorrow. I will be on tomorrow. And happy hat. Hopefully.
Love you.
Hopefully it could be crazy hat day. It's just according to how I feel. But thank you guys.
Love you guys. Thank you so much.
I won't be able to be on tomorrow. I'm going to be at the hospital. I got to be there at 6:45 in the morning for that.
We'll be praying for you, Willow.
Prayers for you, Willow.
Thank you, dear.
Pray for you in the morning, sweetie, for sure.
They're going to push me through